Story time with Fergie and friends.
Mackenzie, our lovely, lovely Kenzie. Oh, the Kenzie-Moo. Oh my gosh, how incredible. What a journey you have been on. And it's so brave of you to go into a helicopter. And it's just such a beautiful story you've read for us. And I just think you're really an exceptionally inspirational girl. And I've never been more proud, and just you really touched my heart that you have read this for Fergie and Friends. And just by this extraordinary amount of time and what you've done for me, actually, by doing this has really made my day. And I know you're going to help so many children all over the world just by being you. I just think you're incredible, and I hope one day to come and meet you and see you with your friend Karen and your lovely Tanya, your mum, and just thank you from the bottom of my heart for making my day better. So I can't imagine how many more lives you must touch, and all these children's smiles, thanks to you. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Mackenzie. Today I'm going to be reading The Adventures of Kenzie-Moo. It is a true story about a road trip I took with my mum. This book was written by my mum, Tanya, Savva, and illustrated by Emma Stewart. Hi, I'm Kenzie-Moo. I can't see with my eyes because I'm blind. If you close your eyes, you might sense the world with other parts of your body, just like me. I can listen with my ears, smell with my nose, taste with my tongue, feel things with my body, navigate with my cane, and use my imagination. I use my whole body to see and learn about the world around me. I went on a big road trip with my mum. We travelled around Australia and we had so much fun. First, we went to the Hunter Valley. I went in a helicopter and I saw this. I stepped into the helicopter and waited for the pilot. He jumped aboard and said, "G'day," and everything went silent. I was feeling very nervous and my tummy felt quite ill. I'd never been in a chopper, so I sat quietly and still. The engine started whizzing and the propeller started too. Chugga, 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 chugga it went. I didn't know what to do. It started shaking softly as we lifted off the ground. I started giggling wildly and hollered to the sounds. "Woohoo!" I shouted so everyone could hear. I felt the buzzy vibrations and smiled from ear to ear. Up we went, up so high we turned and dipped and dived. I couldn't see the view but loved that crazy chopper ride. That was my adventure. The adventure of Kenzie-Moo. Do you think if you closed your eyes you'd like that adventure too? Then we went to Coffs Harbour. I swam with Bella the dolphin and I saw this. At Dolphin Marine Magic, I wore my water shoes. I got kissed by a seal and was even on the news. I walked in very quietly and waited for Bella to come. She snuck right up beside me and knocked over my mum. I felt her long, wet, slimy body gliding right beside me. She rolled around and loved my hand rubbing her wet tummy. Psh! Went the air from her loud blowhole. I was having so much fun, I forgot that it was cold. She said to me and blew a great big kiss. A kiss from Bella's blowhole. Now that is something that I miss. That was my adventure, the adventure of Kenzie-Moo. Do you think if you closed your eyes you'd like that adventure too? Then we went to Rainbow Beach. I went to the Carlo Sandblow and I saw this. We walked along a bush track and I heard the birds sing. Leaves rustled under my feet and the fresh air made me spin. We walked along the sand dune and my senses were overwhelmed. The greatest, longest, loudest echo I have ever heard. Coo-wee, wee, wee, I listened very carefully to see how far it would go. I screamed and hollered and whooped at the Carlo sand blow. Over the sand dunes, across the treetops. It went so far away, Mum called out, "Kenzie-Moo!" That really made my day. That was my adventure, the adventure of Kenzie-Moo. Do you think if you closed your eyes you'd like that adventure too? Then we went to the Whitsundays. I went to the Great Barrier Reef and I saw this. The boat was fast and windy as the sea sprayed in my face. I tasted the salty water as the boat began to race. We sat on the edge of the boat and I felt the fishes swim, splashing around my toes. I didn't want to go in, but then I took a great big breath and finally jumped in. Suddenly, a groper fish came up to me to swim. The water swished around me and I floated with my mum. She held my hand and swam with me under the warm sun. The ocean is so big and deep and made my body sway. I couldn't see the view but loved swimming anyway. That was my adventure, the adventure of Kenzie-Moo. Do you think if you closed your eyes you'd like that adventure too? Next time you're on an adventure, close your eyes to see. Sense the world a little differently. Maybe you'll see it just like me. The end.
With Fergie and friends, with Fergie and friends.